Hey there, baseball fans. Nathan Rohde and Shooter Hunt here with the latest episode of Coffee and Curveballs. As you can see, Shooter, don't have my normal background behind me, but I am in the same time zone as you, man.
Yeah, we're like real close right now. We might have to get an in-home one-on-one interview with you on the West Coast.
I think we can make that happen. But this week on Coffee and Curveballs, we got some talk from the Midwest Select, as well as some Northwest prospects, even some Northeast guys. But let's get into it. The Midwest Select was at Grand Park last Friday and Saturday, and it sounds like it was a great event. We had a huge crew there. Shooter, you and I obviously couldn't make it this year. But as always, boots on the ground. We had guys covering the event, and it sounds like the big name was Luke Lito.
And if you're watching this right now, you've already seen the 2021 rankings release, and Luke Lito is still number one. He cemented that positioning at the Midwest Select. Just did a great job there. Put on an absolute show. He's a left-handed hitter, 6'5" runner in the 60. It's strong all throughout his frame. And he just is going to continue to get better. He's an LSU recruit, can drive the ball to all fields. He can hop behind the plate and go sub 2-0. He can hop on the mound and go 90+, but he can go at shortstop and really play. So he's a guy who is the number one prospect in the class and may very well be for 4 years.
Excellent. So sounds like he really did put on a show, and it'd be hard to steal it from him. But if anybody did, it was probably right-hander Nick Hoffman from Centerville High School in Ohio. Clemson recruit, twirling a perfect game, the first one in the event's history. So congratulations to him. But 88-90, pretty projectable kid. Obviously a very good-looking recruit for the Clemson Tigers there.
Yes, a really good showing for the Ohio guys. They came into some tough situations. They're going up against some big prospects, all the teams there. And you have Nick Hoffman, who throws a perfect game. You have Moeller High School, who comes in and puts on a great show in the first game against Avery Short of Indiana. But Ohio, great job in the Midwest. And I got to say, they're the kings of the Midwest for this year's event.
Yeah, certainly are. So let's shift real quick to the Northeast and take a look at 2020 New York right-hander Jason Savakul.
Yeah, our boots on the ground are everywhere. Savakul was down from New York in Florida, where Doug Freeman was picking up those New York guys and really liked what he saw. Savakul, a lot of what you and I have seen in the past at the underclass area codes, 88-92. It's a wipeout slider. He's part of an arsenal of arms coming out of New York in the 2020 class who will be big-time draft prospects.
Excellent. So since I'm in the Northwest, you live in the Northwest, let's talk about some Northwest. What do you got on J.R. Ritchie?
J.R. Ritchie is a dude. And he's just a 2022. He's a freshman, already committed to Oregon State, and for good reason. That arm really works. Jumps out of the hand. He came in late. Dan Jurek was in attendance to watch, our scouting director in the Pacific Northwest, and he immediately got on the phone to call me up and talk about J.R. Ritchie. As soon as he started warming up, he was 88-91. Ball was jumping out of the hand, and he's got a hammer, just the freshman.
Wow. Looking forward to seeing him down the road. I'm sure I will cross paths with him at some point. But also in the Northwest, it sounds like we had a really good matchup recently between Riley McAdams and Jonah Giblin.
Yeah, you got two power arms who are jumping out there against each other in Washington prep play. Riley McAdams, 88-91 fastball, has the potential to be a power arm. The frame really works. Was throwing a slurve at 74-76, could manipulate the spin, but he was really tough on the mound. He's the University of Washington recruit. Shout out UW. But he can really spin it. He really competed on the mound, and he got after it there, which is something that you need, especially if you're moving forward into the Pac-12.
Excellent. And then Jonah Giblin?
Jonah Giblin was up to 92, actually. He's a Seattle U recruit. They've gotten some big arms to come there. So he was a good one out of Washington. That 2020 class is excellent out here in the Northwest. Some big power arms.
Starting to sound familiar there. 2020 class in this region's pretty good. In this region, it's pretty good. Sounds like the class overall is pretty good. I think we've said that before. So
I think so.
Let's move on to Bomb Squad. I got my man Braden Webb down in Texas. His team is down to their last strike, and they're losing 4-2. He goes right center field to tie it in the bottom of the seventh. And then, later in the day, let's go Oppo Taco again. So
No way.
big time PBR bomb squad for Braden Webb out of Texas. Shooter, what do you got for us with the spin zone?
Well, coming out of the Midwest, Luke Hayden, a 2021 IU recruit from Indiana, just breaking this off to end the inning. Tyler Morgan in a big game there from Marcus High School. He's an Abilene Christian recruit, just snapping this off and pitching mean like Texans do. And then Jace Middleton, Ohio versus everybody, snapping off these 12-6 breaking balls. He's an Ohio State recruit. Some good ones, spin wins, change-ups are for Sundays.
Excellent. So as Shooter mentioned, the 2021 rankings are updated, so be sure to check those on the website, prepbaseballreport.com. We'll also have the PBR draft board updated this week and some content centered around that, so be sure to take a look. But as always, for Shooter Hunt, I'm Nathan Rohde. This was Coffee and Curveballs, and until next time, we'll see you guys at the ballpark.